Blue. We are here in Marathon, Wisconsin. We have a load that we're picking up today. And to tell you the truth, I don't even know where it's going to. It's going to Garland, Texas. Marathon Cheese Corporation. That is the high school right there off on the left. Whoa. I don't see like a whole bunch of trucks sitting out here. One truck and a door. You watch, they'll probably have me sit and wait for that truck too. I'll probably have to wait for that truck, for that door or something. It's always so funny when these shippers do that stuff. See those porta potties there? This place here I picked up. It's kind of right after the virus kind of broke out. And I did not agree with this whatsoever. There's a bathroom right inside there by the receiving. Due to the virus, the bathroom is closed. And they had those porta potties outside. I don't like that. I think that's wrong. I mean, how can you say that it's cleaner and better to have a porta potty where you have no running water and all this stuff that you can clean yourself, you know, and hands, wash your hands and stuff. I think that was so wrong. But I'm gonna go check in, see what's going on. All right, guys, we just made a pit stop here at North Central Utility. And I have my new brake valve. I actually asked the service guy, you know, I'm not a, you know, I said a joke to my mom last night. She was out there talking to me as I was working. And I was like whipping it all together as I was talking, and I got it done, and I looked at her and I said, there you go, there's one down. And I said, she was talking to me about how this place out there by us, not, you know, close to us, they actually, she said, I heard it. She goes, I gotta get this thing into gear. Come on, Larry. She goes, I heard an ad on the radio or something like that the other day saying it was, they're paying $38 for a mechanic and stuff like this. She goes, that's on you. And I said, well, if I keep doing this stuff here, I said, someday I'll be a mechanic. You know, I'm not a specialized trailer mechanic, you know what I mean? Trailers are pretty easy, but when you get into the valves and everything else and the functions of each valve and how they correspond to each other, sometimes it's just better to talk to a guy who does that on a regular basis. And I knew, I pretty much knew what the problem was. I figured it was the emergency valve. The problem that is happening is that when you pop the brakes don't set right away, and then you're getting return error coming back up to the truck through your red line. It doesn't mean that the brakes are not working properly, that you're not having brake function or anything, and nothing of the sort. What it means is when you pop the brakes don't set right away. So if you slide your tandems, you try to slide your tandems, And I remember having a phone call from John about this, and he was complaining to me about it and asking me if I could, you know, and he's like, and I thought he was talking about in general that with his truck when he pops the brakes and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know, it could be a Volvo thing, takes longer, I don't know. But I'm guessing right now he had this trailer. And it just takes a lot longer for it to set. But then if you go back and you pop the red line on there, then they set right away. And so I went in there and talked to the parts guy and stuff, and I said, is there any way a service guy I can talk to him and just run this past them to make sure I'm cheap? Because there's a couple different valves on the trailer. And so I wanted to make sure that I was getting, you know, the right one. I don't want to sit here and mess around with this. I mean, this valve was $140 or something. I don't want to spend, you know, more, you know, a whole bunch of money on something that I don't need.
Another moment sponsored by...
So, a little too high gear there. So he says, yeah, sure, no problem. And he called back over the loudspeaker and he's like, service to the front desk, service to the front desk. And this guy walked out. And there's some people with those side-by-sides. They were in front of me. I think they're going to set up a little tent right there and sell stuff. A little while later, a guy came up, and he came up to me. He's like, "What's up, dude? What can I help you with?" And I said, "Hey, I got an issue." I told him what it was doing and stuff. He goes, "Yeah, let's take a look at it." I was surprised that he said that. You know, because I told him straight out. I says, "I just wanted to make sure that I buy the right valve, and then I'll change it." And he was like, "Yeah, let's go take a look at it." You know, and we walked out, and he crawled up underneath there, and he's, you know, "Hey, push brake, push that," you know, and I'm doing everything he's telling me to do and stuff. And he popped out from behind the truck, and I started walking back there, and I started to show him what was going on. And he goes, "I'm 99% sure it's your emergency brake valve." And he got out and he walked up to the front and he popped my red line, and he heard the hiss of air come out. He goes, "I'm 100% sure now." He goes, "Yep." He goes, "Take your VIN number in." He goes, "That valve right back there, emergency valve." He goes, "You know which one it is?" And I said, "Yeah." He says, "The one on the back of the tank." He goes, "Yep." He goes, "Yeah, change that one." And he goes, "You'll be good to go." I like that. Because there's a lot of places you go to, they won't talk to you if you're just buying parts and stuff. They won't help you at all. You know, they want you to bring it in there and get that money for, you know, a service for a simple thing like that. And that guy was no problem. So I am pretty cool with that place right now. I like it. I like it when businesses work with you like that. So I just asked the boss if all the trailers are the same. And he said, yes, I ordered them all and they're all spec the same. I have a pretty good parts list of stuff that I have bought and installed on this truck or in this trailer. And so I have a notebook that I've been keeping track of some part numbers and stuff in case I need it again. And so I'm gonna make another little whole page just for trailer and stuff and list out all the different stuff and put the part numbers on there. So then I can help these guys too. I could just, you know, I could just call them and say, hey, I'm coming in. I need 2 of this part number, 3 of this part number, you know, and they'll put it all together and I come in the door and pay them and walk out. So I just thought that was pretty cool. I thought I'd mention it. Very helpful place. So we are rolling on down to Garland, Texas. We got 984 miles to go. I only have an hour and a half that I can drive. I did a silly thing and I took off late last night. I got done with the trailer and then I jumped into the house and I had to clean up my house because my sister's coming out. She's going to use my house to stay in. And so I quick did some cleaning and stuff and everything. And by the time I got out of there and I took off, and I'm like, oh, I can make it. I'm okay. I'll make it up there. And I was driving up, and I got past Oshkosh, and I just went, yeah, I'm not okay. This is not safe. So I pulled over on an on ramp and went to sleep. And went to sleep to where it was going to be getting me to my appointment on time. And by doing that, I started my clock on my ELD, and so that's going to mess me up on this trip. But I got an hour and a half. There is a rest area that is almost down by the state line. I will probably pull in there. And then I believe if I do an 8-hour sleeper berth, that's going to give me a bunch of hours back. I kind of screwed up my hours by doing what I did last night. But I think if I do an 8-hour sleeper berth, that's going to give me a bunch of hours. And then I'll get up later tonight and take off and run across Illinois down into Missouri. I'll probably be able to knock out a decent chunk of Missouri or something. Then shut her down tomorrow morning. Get some sleep, and then go and finish delivery. So that's the plan. That's the plan, Stan. I was reading some of the comments from that video that I put out about renting that side-by-side. I tell you what, I had a blast. That thing was fun. That thing was pretty cool. And I was like, I know, I'm gonna be honest with you, I kind of favor Yamaha stuff. I don't know why it is. I've always had good luck with Yamaha stuff. And Yamaha has a really cool side-by-side. I've seen it sitting on the side of the highway at this place, and I thought, well, that's pretty cool looking. And so I decided to go. I was ready to go buy one, and I went to a couple dealers, started looking at them. Those Can-Ams are super expensive. And then I even went to the Yamaha place, stopped there and looked at them. They're right up there with them too, and I mean they're like $18,000 to $22,000. I'm like, wow, you can buy yourself a really nice car for that. It's a little bit too pricey for what I'm not spending that much money right now. Right now, I'm focused on trying to save money so that I can get the land that I want and start my whole project and everything. I was actually looking at one at a dealer, and I was kind of laying on there and looking around and stuff at it. It's really actually pretty simple. I would need a pipe bender, but I have the welding skills, and basically it's almost like, you know, it's just a pipe frame. I could build one. And the thing is, Yamaha made a snowmobile back in, I think it was 2000 or 2001 to 2003. They made the same snowmobile later on too, I think up to like 2005. But the thing is, the 2000 to 2003 RX-1 snowmobile has a 3-cylinder 4-stroke motor in it. And those motors are crazy. They're basically a motor that came out of a superbike, I guess. And they put them in these things. And these motors, they're putting out like 1200 cc. And I don't know if you guys remember my big 4-stroke snowmobile I had. I just sold it last year. That had almost the same motor, but it's kind of the new generation one. And it didn't have quite the power, but that one had a turbo installed on it too. And that thing was just, wow. It was so much power. It was actually too much power sometimes. But I know I could find one of those old RX-1 snowmobiles really super cheap. because the thing is, they were great, and they go so fast. It's unbelievable. I would say they were the fastest snowmobiles I've ever been on. And but the thing is, those snowmobiles, they had a nickname. They were called the lead sled. They were so heavy. You got one of those things stuck, oh, you're gonna need a crane or something. It was unbelievable heavy. Don't have to get over, no. I'd like for this little silver car to get out of my way. Alright. Stay over there for a minute. He keeps popping every time I get up. Okay, see, I'm hitting the gas. I'm trying to get some speed up. I just kind of want to get by him. Okay, finally he's going to do it. Every time that I would start to get speed up, he would pop back out again. He kept doing it to me. But I could find one of those little RX-1 snowmobiles, rip the motor out of it. Then I'd have to figure out some kind of transmission. I was thinking like a junkyard, like a little Nissan 4x4 truck or something. You know, if I could find a newer one that has like, you know, push button 4-wheel drive or something, that'd be cool. But something smaller, and then, you know, you could make something. I could do it. I know I could. There's no way in the world I'm spending $20,000 on a side-by-side. That's not, I'm never going to do that. Even if I wasn't planning on doing what I do and I have the money sitting in a bank, I wouldn't spend money. That's crazy. That's a lot of money to have something to go play around with for, what, 5-6 months a year? It is what it is, I guess. Well, we're just going to roll it on down. Like I said, I got an hour and 26 minutes left. So I'll get on down by the state line and just shut her on down. Which will probably be good because then I'll be getting back up late tonight. And down in Illinois, where 39 jumps off of 94. Of 90, 94, or 90. And 39 jumps off. It's a mess. Last week I was out there, I think it took me 45 minutes just to make the turn off. It's all backed up. All the cars are running up, cutting everybody off. It goes down to one single lane, and people seem to have issues figuring that out. So that'll be fine. I'll be able to shut down and then get up later tonight and be able to run through there with no traffic, you know, nicer. I would guess this way station is going to be closed. And this thing has not been open for a long time, ever since they started doing this construction. They shut the way station down. I know whenever I get tired, my left eye just constantly waters. I don't know what's up with that. Whenever I get really tired, my left eye just starts watering and watering. I'm just constantly rubbing my left eye. So that's when I'm starting to get like pretty tired. And I'm there. I've been working a lot of hours, a lot of days of 3-4 hours of sleep. There we go. They're closed. So I think I'm just gonna let you guys go. Like I said, I'm just gonna run up here to this rest area. I think it's like 30 miles up the road here. And I'm just gonna shut her down, do an 8-hour. Get up late tonight, take off and run through the night. So I'll let you guys go. I hope everybody out there is having themselves a great day, great night when they're watching this here video. are not, certainly just try that all over again tomorrow. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.